contest between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the home team. Leading the Jaguars sideline, head coach Liam Cohen. This guy's caught in the mushy middle of the NFL after 4 weeks, sitting at 2-2. And opposing them on the home sideline, that is the head coach of the Dragons. These guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum. Kate Scott and Brock Hewer on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And we're off from San Antonio. Fielded at the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love that 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterback. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. He's going to throw this one. His first throw is an interception! And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, in case they hadn't paid attention in the narrative this week, Brock, let that be their final reminder. This is the league's #1 defense they're facing this time.
Yeah, these guys got to the stadium early. You're number 1. You're playing with confidence. You're playing with juice. And you're playing to take the ball away.
So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And leading them out is one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted now. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And make this defense 3 for 3, partner. Consecutive sacks. That is how you kill a drive. It's 4th down. The Jaguars in a punt formation. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's good for a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Walking by his back, Dobbins. And he's brought down at the line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. First and 10 now from the 46. Here's a throw. He had it for a moment but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
From the contact. It's second down and 10.
They'll go play action. That one's complete, right side. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Here he goes, third and long. He'll try to set the screen. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Number 35.
The Dragons getting their punter out there.
It's fourth down.
Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here.
The Jaguars take over.
Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. And that brings up second down. They send the receiver in motion right. Again to throw on second. Complete out to the right. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup takes it third and 8.
They'll air it out on third. Complete out to the right side. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Jaguars first down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
The field is empty as they motion him out right. From the gun on third down. Connecting on the slants. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they're
on him quick, and they bring him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Hey, look, beyond having to pick yourself off the ground over and over again, all of these sacks in this first quarter have led to so much disruption. Kate, what do offense look for, especially early? Get myself into rhythm. get myself into a tempo. What do defenses want to do? Wreck all of that, and that's exactly what this defense is doing.
And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll throw for it. And oh, he got it! Interception!
Hey, listen, whether he swatted that down or made the pick, either way, this defense is going to be celebrating one heck of a goal line stand. But I'll tell you this, that pick, what it does, Kate, it plants a little seed of doubt in that quarterback's mind the next time he's down there.
Now outruns their offense to take over. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Gotta find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
They sent with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
So we saw dueling interceptions in a turnover-laden first quarter. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, it's about time to get started with quarter number 2. Home offense out, ready to go. They have second and pretty long here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. Lethal look by the Jaguars here, third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Making the call himself. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
At the 32-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Quickly out to the right. Complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jaguars' 47-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Next on the crosser. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good for a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he gets a few on the plays forward. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They're going to try and throw it here. Short pass brought in. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Brought in right side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Throw is caught. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
He keeps this one himself. There's so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Has it in close. Touchdown. The drag Dragons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. After they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Jaguars and this running back headed back out for a new series. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Throwing the out route complete. So they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. And just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
A gain of 21 yards.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it! And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after it.
They're on him again, and he goes down again! These guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing 3rd down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. You better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
3rd down from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Jacksonville in punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Dragons ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Looks like they'll give them about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
3rd and long for him here. He's making a bid for it. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Jags pick it up. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose. All away from his body in a prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
First and 10 from the 43. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Here's the backup. First throw. Hits him on the out route. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They're going to throw for it on 4th. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Dragons are going to have him after his 2nd interception of the season. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 27-yard line.
Pass play coming here. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now ahead of 3rd down, we get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
He fields this at the 18. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Back to work after throwing the pick. Hits his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34.
He's going to throw it. He's going to keep it this time.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. I'll throw it. Finds a man, right side. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our spin through the NFL starts now. In Inglewood, the Rams at home to take on the Saints. And this is the Saints quarterback, a 17-yard touchdown pass. The Saints get a second straight win after that 1-2 start. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And here's the Chiefs wideout. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Chiefs move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And here is the running back. He's got the ball, he's got a head of steam, he has a touchdown, 33 yards to the house. The Niners started 0-4, but they finally break through to get their first W of the year. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, just 1 touchdown on the board. 7-0 is the score. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Story is halfway told. Let's see what the back half has in store as we get started in the third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Jaguars back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Throwing now on first down. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Jaguars have a first down.
The 47-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like like at that 37-yard line. Offense is set. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard
Thrown
line.
back, gets the handoff. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down.
He's taken down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
Second and 6.
Dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Chance to make the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Two on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
And the Jaguars sending out the field goal unit. We better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Now this offense ready to head back out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First and 10 now from the 46. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that gives him the first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, play action. He can run it. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. Offense is set. This is second and 2.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Finds his man over the middle. And this one does not go far.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense. You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. It's a design boot. He's got a man left. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
To number 87.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at the 30.
Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. QB sneak coming. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him on the slant. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
Throwing off the play fake.
the 37-yard line.
Finds the in route complete. Still has some space inside the 35. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. A gain of 46 yards on the play. And the Jaguar first down.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
A nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
Incomplete. It's third down.
They'll empty the backfield, motion him right.
Yards to go.
Third down from the gun. Brought in. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
Jaguars first down. First and goal, Jacksonville.
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
Go to him again. And he's still going backwards. Does that get him behind the line? And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We've not seen much achievement today.
Shotgun now on third down. And that is incomplete. They tried for the end zone, but no luck yet, Brock. That forces fourth and goal.
It's now fourth down.
For the second time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. This just 21 yards down the pipe. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And here in our third quarter, finally able to get their first points of this game.
Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Return starts at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
In the pistol formation here first as they come to the line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Throwing it on second down. Throw left side, complete. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down. So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our third quarter. It'll still be just a one-score game when we resume play. Third down here, need 8 on the play. Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. So out now comes the punter. And they could really use a good one here. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his... has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. They'll run here on first down. Nearly starts the drive with the first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
It's second and inches.
Back to the well again. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. He tries to sneak it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Caught quickly on the slant. He's taken down at the 30. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down. Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's on the 1st.
A gain of 12. First down, Jaguars.
They give it to him again. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Design quarterback run here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars now trail by just a point in the 4th. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The offense headed back to the field. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with the game-winning drive.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his 2nd and inches. A give right side to Dobbins. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
3rd and 1.
He has it on the QB sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And again, he's taking it on the option. weeks away from one. So call this a modest game here, Brock. About 3 yards. Second down coming up.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Cut out left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Going from the gun here. Escapes, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
They're throwing it. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. Now this offense has got a chance to do so.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits him on the in route. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Look to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in San Antonio. Jaguars with a little more work to do to win it here. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's second down.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Jump off caught by his back. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, and they take him down for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? To throw. The coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout.
At the 40-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. Heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down. Setting up to pass. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They've got to keep moving quick here.
San Antonio, first down.
And he stops the clock here. 23 seconds to go with the spike. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. This will give here to Dobbins. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
A loss of 1.
And now he gets it stopped with a spike. 14 seconds remaining. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And it's on its way, and through! He hit it from deep. And in the final moments, they have tied this game.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, well, things go a specific way in OT. The next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. 2nd down, looking for options. He puts a mare under it, deep down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. Now hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. He's going to field this at the 2. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Oh, that's a big one, partner. Remember, taking the kick does count as a possession. So that fumble right there takes us into sudden death territory.
So despite getting the ball first, this offense made hit.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Dragons take the lead on the first play of the drive. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for my partner, Brock Ewart, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dragons emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from San Antonio.